Peace be upon you. Dear viewers, this clip is a continuation of episode 18, The Amazing Miracle, the length of DNA in your body. It provides additional documentation on the information presented in episode 18. How did we arrive at this incredible number, 20 billion kilometers of genetic material in your body? We mentioned the 2013 study published in Annals of Human Biology, which summarized the estimates from 30 books and studies on the number of cells in the body. You'll notice that the estimates vary considerably, from 1 trillion to 10,000 trillion cells, which is a huge difference. We need a more specific number. The same 2013 study also surveyed tens of other studies that estimate the number of cells in each organ of the body, as in this table. In this column, we have the standard deviation, plus or minus, of the numbers. The 2013 study summed up all these numbers and concluded that the total number of cells of the human body was around 37.2 trillion, which is closer to the relatively modest estimate for the number of cells in the body. Well, how did they determine the length of genetic material in a single cell? The math here is relatively simple. It's the length of the base pair, the smallest unit that makes up the DNA, multiplied by the number of base pairs. This comes to around 2 meters, which is a widely accepted figure in the various studies, plus or minus a small variation, as shown in the table extracted from the Physics Factbook Encyclopedia and listed in the book Molecular Biology of the Cell. In part 1 of this episode, we mentioned some websites with higher estimates such as Citable, but we couldn't find other references with lower numbers. Some might say, there are references that cite a shorter DNA length. Our answer is, none of these references detail the calculations on which they base their results. I would like to reaffirm that the actual length could be longer than 20 billion kilometers, especially since some of the cells in the body are octoploid or tetraploid, which means that they contain several copies of the genetic material. Moreover, the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, also contains genetic material that is not accounted for in the calculations. This genetic material, dear viewers, is arranged in an amazing way in the nuclei, as seen in this top view, which shows the strands of genetic material wrapped around the histones. Glory be to Allah, Lord of the worlds. This is the best documentation I could find, and it is Allah who grants success. Peace be upon you all.